Welcome back to the Stephan Show. My name is Graham and welcome to my show, and I gotta say, a lot of you guys have started sending me this video, so much so that I figured now it's worth responding to, it's worth addressing. This YouTuber and Twitch streamer, her name is Pokimane, and I guess in one of her Twitch streams, she watched my video that I did a while ago on Glamour. It's called How YouTuber Stephan Lives in LA on $1.6 million a year. So anyway, you guys have been sending me this video, it's like, do a reaction to it, watch this video, see what she had to say about you. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be watching this video. Someone else uploaded it. This guy, or girl, I don't know. I Spy OC with a little star here. So anyway, it's called Pokey Reacts to How YouTuber Stephan Lives in LA on $1.6 million a year. And wow, it's crazy. 33,000 views. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of views. And yeah, so let's give this a shot and see what she has to say about me, and I will be responding to it. So with that said, make sure to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm as usual, subscribe, and let's begin the video.
How does he live in LA on $1.6 million a year? How do you do it?
It's very tough. It comes with a lot of 20-cent iced coffee and a very big tax bill. It's really what it is. That's all.
Just kidding.
29 years old. I'm a real estate agent, investor, and YouTuber living in Los Angeles, making $1.6 million per year.
Is that before and or after taxes?
Now that's before taxes, but that was calculated, I think, as of like September. And then between September and December were really good months. So it actually ended up being a little bit more. But with taxes, obviously, it's going to lower that down by a significant amount. Taxes in California here in that income bracket, it's about 50%. I mean, it's a lot of money. So not complaining. It's a great problem to have, but it does put it into perspective that you see a big number and then just cut that in half by 50%. That's really what it ends up being after everything is said and done. I have $0 in credit card debt, $0 in student loans, $1.8 million in savings, and just over $4 million in real estate investments. So I spent $585,000 on this duplex, and then I spent another $80,000 remodeling it. I'm more amazed. She's got her mouth up and like she's shocked. I'm shocked she's not eating a Subway sandwich. I don't know what that is. It looks like it's cost way more than $5. It's not okay. My mortgage is just over $2,800 a month.
Also, if his mortgage is $2,800, how much does his house cost approx? I've been trying to understand houses.
Okay, so I bought the place originally. It was $585,000. I think at the time I had spent about $120,000 fixing it up. And I got it appraised and refinanced at $965,000. So that's how much it's worth. Now it's actually probably worth more like $1.1 million, which is crazy. I bought it for $585,000. Now yes, I did spend money fixing it up, but that whole area has just shot up in value. It's insane.
Did he say 500K? No way he has a house in LA for 500K. That'll get you a bathroom, maybe.
Yeah, so that's what happens when you buy in mid-city Los Angeles. So it's not like I'm buying into like Bel Air or Beverly Hills or anything like that. A lot of mid-city, relatively speaking, compared to everything else, is affordable when you go and look at what you can get like a few miles north of that for like double or triple the price. It's pretty crazy, but in combination with that, I bought a fixer-upper. It needed a lot of work. I bought it under market value. So a lot of things worked in my favor at the time to get really cheap housing. Well, I chose to buy and live in a duplex because I really wanted to save the extra money and at least have some other rental income coming in to subsidize my cost of living. 6 months to find rental income coming in to subsidize my cost of living. Oh, she said, you know what? It might be possible. Imagine if I could get away with making videos like this as I'm eating. Like I'm just eating dinner as I'm doing this, just watching. That's the life. That's life. Like, I prepare myself way in advance. Like, I actually go on and, like, put on an ironed shirt, I take a shower, I get myself all prepped up here. She's just like, you know what, where's my food? Let me at least multitask. I should start doing that. Imagine if I could start monetizing me eating lunch. Imagine that. I'm leaving so much money on the table. So I became a millionaire by working as a real estate agent. I got my real estate license. I ended up really loving the career. And then after I sold my first house, I was just like, I'm never going to college after this. So I've chosen to focus really on the luxury high.
Wait, did you just get a license? How are you allowed to sell houses?
Yeah, so you could get your license at 18 years old, and I believe you could even start taking some of your classes prior to then. It's just you're not eligible to take the state test. So yes, you could sell a house at 18 years old. You can get your license online. It really only takes you a few months. Super easy to do. That's one of the reasons why I recommend, like, If you're 18 years old, you got a spare summer, you got like some spare time in the evenings, go and take your real estate classes. Get licensed. Like there's very little downside to go and getting your real estate license. Super easy to do. My YouTube income varies month to month, but usually it's anywhere between $150,000 a month and $250,000 a month. Welcome to my living room. For the most part, this is really decorative. See, she seems very amazed to hear my income, but I'm looking at her and I'm like, she's got to be doing the same, if not way more. I would just be guessing if she's one of the most watched people on Twitch with 6 million subscribers on YouTube or 5 million, whatever it is, she's got to be pulling in a lot as well. So these two chairs I originally found on Wayfair, but then what I did to save money is I did a reverse image search on Google and I found the exact same chairs from another company for half the cost. So in terms of furnishing my place, I was able to get the majority of it at wholesale cost, so it really only cost me.
He has cheats on. He has cheats fucking enabled for life. Okay.
There's a lot of ways that you could save money from doing a lot of that stuff. Like furniture is one of those things, just reverse image search. I was even going to buy this like framed piece of wall art on Wayfair, and I thought it was a good deal on Wayfair. But then I did a reverse image search. I found the exact same thing for like $100 cheaper. And that's like a 30% savings. Just going and doing a reverse image search, finding it somewhere else, buying the exact same thing. It's a great way to save a lot of money. And same with, you know, with almost anything, there's a way to save money if you think outside the box, if you're creative with it, if you do a little bit of the work yourself, use credit card points. The limits are basic. There's so many options out there. And then, of course, without further ado, you have probably my most prized possession. This is an autographed picture from Keenan and Kel. This is certainly one of a kind. I've had this for such a long time.
Oh my god, he read the 4-Hour Workweek.
This is another thing I found at some... I love how you mentioned Keenan and Kel, and she's like, no, the 4-Hour Workweek. Keenan and Kel was such a great show. You know what? I would love one day to meet Kel Mitchell and Keenan Thompson. In the 1 in a million chance either one of them is watching this video, like, reach out to me. Seriously, I would fangirl so hard over meeting either one of them, because that was basically my entire childhood of watching, like, Keenan and Kel, Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Cat Dog, like, all of those shows. I would go berserk. You gotta get this. This is just too cool not to buy.
He has a really cool setup. Like, I like the way he's decorated his home.
Thank you. I was a little bit worried that some of the places might look a little bit too busy with a whole bunch of stuff, but it's always good to get compliments from other people, because when I see it, I'm like, oh, it's so messy, it's so cluttered, like it doesn't look good there. But when other people tell me it looks good, then it's like, oh, maybe it does look good. Thank you.
This sub is so good. I just want to take a minute to appreciate this sub. This sub is so good. For anyone wondering, it has turkey. It has some kind of sauce. It's got tomatoes. It's got lettuce, and it has Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese, best cheese, the best cheese. Okay.
Wait a second. Is that what Twitch streaming is? It's just like, guys, let's take a moment. Let's appreciate the coffee. It's very good. It's, hold on. Hint of hazelnut in there. I got a few ice cubes in there too. The glass is condensating a little bit, as you can see here. Maybe I gotta get another glass in the future. Okay, there we go. Just made some money there. Let's continue. Is that what they do on Twitch? I don't know. I've never been into Twitch. I've been so focused on YouTube. Never really looked anywhere else, but interesting. This is something I actually did myself with a friend. A contractor wanted like $600 to go and redo this because Spanish tile is, believe it or not. The chairs are something that I absolutely hate them. I was looking through a catalog when picking out the furniture and I thought these were meant to match this set. It doesn't match. These look like grandma chairs, but I hope that nobody notices, so I just push them in and just leave it. Yeah, my cat absolutely destroyed those chairs. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they had this like cloth backing on the back, and as soon as they would get home, the cat would get so like crazy excited that he'd run over the chair and then do like little, you know, cats do a little scratch thing where they go and do something and they just scratch. This cat just would get so berserky excited, go over to the chair and just rip up the back of the chair. I didn't care. because I just didn't like the chair. But now it's like, now he's in the habit of just any piece of furniture. He's like, oh, I'm excited. Let me go and destroy this. I'm like, don't destroy it. He's got to stop that. So over here you have my bar, and this is something I never really use. This is just visually looks kind of cool and fills the space. I almost never drink. This is Diet Coke mixed with water. It's not actually Jim Beam honey. All of this is really just for decoration, and I want to make it seem like I have a fully stocked bar when in actuality I have a stocked bar full of watered down Diet Coke and water. And by the way, proof it's just water.
Or maybe he's just a massive alcoholic.
The plot twist. No, I rarely ever drink. So a lot that I have in my kitchen isn't really that functional, but I think it looks kind of cool. Like a lot of this I've made to look really just aesthetically pleasing with things that I've kind of got for free. Like this, a seller was moving out and they were throwing it away. So I'm gonna put it in my kitchen, and same with some of these other things in here. I didn't realize, by the way, I finally looked at that. That expired years ago. Years ago, so I've never actually used it. I think now it's thrown away, but I didn't realize how old that thing was. I prefer actually to use some of the paper plates so I don't have to do any dishes, and then I keep these sitting here just because they look kind of good and it makes it look like I have some stuff.
You know? I feel him on that, but deep down, I'm actually so against that line of thinking. Like, I understand it takes time to clean dishes, but it's so bad for the environment to use like paper plates, plastic, this and that. And I know you guys have seen me do it. And I won't lie, it's because everyone in the house does it. And we just have an infinite amount of that. But I'm trying to always do better. And I'm trying to convince everyone in the house to stop buying plastic water bottles because we keep getting these gigantic crates of Dasani water. And it's like, not only is it bad for the environment, but it's Dasani water. You're poisoning yourself. I
was about to say, it's that once I heard Dasani, I'm like, that's horrible. By the way, everyone has to go and see the Shane Dawson Dasani video. Once you look into that, you'll never want to drink Dasani ever again. You realize, like, what is in it? They put like salt in it to make you even thirstier. Some crazy stuff with Dasani.
People that say water is water have never had bad water. Because bad water doesn't taste like water.
Bad water tastes like Dasani.
I used to think the same thing when I lived in Canada. But it's because Canadian water bottles and Canadian tap water, all fine. Like I'll bet.
Oh yeah, no, that's very true. Canadian water that just comes from the tap is so clean. It's so pure. It tastes better than just about anything else out there. For real. I spend about $200 a month on groceries and another $150 a month eating out.
I'm curious as to how he never cooks, spends $200 a month on groceries. What does he eat?
A lot of frozen foods. So that's really what it is. A lot of this healthy choice frozen foods. And also when I would go to the office, the Oppenheim group, as a real estate agent, Jason Oppenheim would usually go and like take us all out for lunch every now and then. And then what I would do is whatever food that people are not going to eat, I'll just take a whole bunch to go. So it was a combination of like, scrounging on other people's food. I mean, they were going to throw it away. So if it's a choice between throwing it away or I'm eating it later for dinner, like I'm going to eat it later for dinner, and frozen foods. So that's how I got away with spending so little.
$200 a month on, that's probably all his breakfast. $150 a month? How do you live on $150 a month?
Oh yeah, breakfast is very cheap. Breakfast was something like 97 cents a day for breakfast. I did a full-on video breaking down how much my breakfast cost. It was 97 cents, I believe.
I mean, I'm trying to even if you're eating buffets or whatever, I feel like you still can't. That's $5 a day on food.
Oh yeah, breakfast, 97 cents, some food at the office, that's free. Those frozen foods, you could buy them in bulk. I think it was like $2.39 each, or somewhere around there. And those are pretty filling. And then a lot of oatmeal, stuff like that. It's not the best for you, I'll agree, but it gets the job done. Welcome to my bedroom. The bed frame I got years ago from IKEA. The mattress was given to me for free by Casper. I represented.
This is the most cursed I've ever seen in my life.
My girlfriend hates that thing, hates it. I liked it. I thought it was funny, but she just doesn't like it. I think it's a guy thing. All the guys out there are like, yo, that's so cool. So this is where all the magic happens and I film all of my videos. It's a 400 square foot garage that I remodeled to turn into my studio. I had it drywalled, added electricity, recessed light.
I want something like this so bad. I want like a content room, a streamer room, or an area to even just film.
Do it! It's a write-off! There's zero reason for you not to go and do this. I have a feeling it's gonna be money very well spent. Just go ahead and do it. I bought 2 books. These are totally random eBay books that I bought for $1 each that makes it look like I'm a lot smarter than I really am. And then this dinosaur skull here, this is a replica from Wayfair, and I got it. I thought it looked really cool. Why is she pouring one water into another water? Doesn't make any sense. That's just weird. No one has commented on that yet. I spend way too much time making a video. I would say every video that I make usually takes about 8 to 10 hours to produce, and some of that is researching the topic, actually planning out the video, filming the video, and then editing it and trying to piece together a good title and thumbnail.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't have an editor. I am curious to check out his channel later on as well.
Yeah, make sure to check out the channel, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, add me on Instagram. The usual, get your 2 free stocks down below in the description, you know, all the good stuff. It might look a little weird to see the towels on my lights, but what I found is that these towels work really well for light diffusion, so that way it's not too harsh on the background. These towels work perfectly for that.
Yeah, but you could also just buy like a softbox.
Yeah, but the softboxes are expensive. Why do that when these towels are worth like 20 cents each versus like a $30 to $60 softbox? The towels do the job perfectly. There's no reason for a soft. I still use the towels to this day.
Anyways. He seems like a really cool dude. Not only that, but it's, I guess it's just nice to see someone who just like lives very simply, even though he has a ton of money.
So there we go, we just finished the video, and you know, I wish you had a little bit more to add in or to say about that. But overall, I thought, you know, it's decent, and you know, definitely she should invest in her own like content room or streaming room, something like that. The whole room could be a write-off. Everything you spend on that is a write-off. It's gonna help make you more money. It's gonna look really cool. Everyone appreciates having like their own little dedicated YouTube filming space. Seriously, my channel took off once I just completely redid the garage and turned it just strictly into YouTube filming. People loved it. Really, I mean, that was one of those things that was really helpful. But overall, I would say, you know, good video. Glad she reacted to it. She should also react to Kevin O'Leary reacting to me. I think once we start doing that, then we go down reaction inception. So if she could react to Kevin O'Leary reacting to me, and then I could react to her reacting to Kevin O'Leary reacting to me, there we go. That's what we gotta do. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to destroy the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. I post here pretty much daily. So if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there. And lastly, Webull is gonna give you 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 on the platform, with one of those stocks potentially valued all the way up to $1,400. So if you didn't already get your 2 free stocks, make sure to do that. Let me know which 2 free stocks you get. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.